Okay, so we got second turn. We'll start with a small advantage. One extra card and a coin that we could use for one extra mana. I don't think we need any of these cards. They're just too far in the game. I'd rather have some early cards that I could play straight away. So we're going to throw away every single card. Still not the best draw. I can use Mind Vision on turn 1. It's not always the best play to use it on turn 1 because I'd rather use my Mind Vision later on to see if he has any better cards, but we have nothing else to play for the next few turns. I'm not going to play this Ooze just because I know a Paladin could have potentially multiple weapons to use against me, and they're very important to be taken out. So we'll use our Mind Vision. Hopefully he does have some early card that I could use. Mind Vision copies a card from my opponent's deck and puts it in my own deck. Okay, that's actually quite amazing. That's a very that's a lot of value out of my Mind Vision. Change the health to all minions to 1, which means if I use this in combination with my Holy Nova, we're almost certain that we're going to kill everything, except if they have their Divine Shields. Now I could actually play the Ooze, just because I know I have a second one in my deck. But I'm not too certain, because at 4 mana he could have a very strong weapon, which will be able to deal 4 damage twice and heal himself for 2. So instead of going for the Ooze right now, I'm actually going to use my coin to get some extra pressure on the field by summoning my Cleric. I did not get my full effect out of my Cleric, because for a Cleric to be fully successful, you want to have another creature on the field. Its Battle Cry gives a friendly minion +1 attack and 1 health. But I can't leave the creatures alive of a Paladin. A Paladin is able to buff up his creature for very low mana cost, making them very strong. So you want to make sure against a Paladin, take out all the creatures as fast as you can. Now we're going to keep our creature healed up constantly, make sure he won't be able to take it out. At 4 mana he can have his weapon ready, so if he had a weapon he'd probably use it this turn to take out my Cleric. But if he does that, we have our Ooze ready to take it out. He also could have a Consecration, but that would be a big waste on his side. There goes the true Silver Champion. That's why we kept our Ooze. Now we have our Ooze ready to take out the weapon. Okay, here goes the Ooze. We destroy the weapon. We'll use another Mind Vision to check a bit into his deck. Hopefully we'll get a second Equality. I'm actually happy with that card. Oh my god. We just Mind Vision his true Silver Champion. So we know he has that true Silver Champion in his hand right now. So hopefully we draw our second Ooze quite early. We can actually equip this weapon ourselves and kill 2 creatures with that. He decided to summon Defender of Argus, gives adjacent creatures +1 attack and 1 health, and he was able to take out my Ooze like that. I could use my weapon, but I think I don't want to show him that I have this weapon right now. So instead I'll be using my Wolf Rider to take out his Defender of Argus, and then use the remaining mana to heal myself. Next turn we have 6 mana ready, so we can also use our Reckless Rocketeer to finish off any high creatures that he could potentially summon that have up to 5 health. Now he summons a Sunwalker, which is a very good card to have against a priest. I won't be able to deal with that card straight away, so we need to figure out how we best can do this. I think for now we should summon our Gurubasi Berserker. This might bait out his Equality. Yeah, I think that might bait out his Equality, and it will at least take out the Divine Shield from the Sunwalker. Now we could have also gone for our Nomi's Inventor, which would have... I think he pretty much would have used his True Silver Champion to take that out. I don't really care that much about my Inventor. If he uses his True Silver right now, we won't have any cards to deal with it. The main thing that we need to take care of is that shield. If that shield dies, then we can actually use our Holy Nova and the Equality combo to take it out. Okay, he decides to keep the Equality, so he's probably going to use for the equality for a combo with his Consecration, which is similar to the Holy Nova. It also deals 2 damage to all the creatures on the field. But he had an Argent, oh my god, he had an Argent Protector ready to give the Sunwalker the Divine Shield once again. Oh, that is kind of nasty. I think the only play that we could do here is summon our Yeti. We're at least certain that this Yeti will survive against his True Silver champion. Now he could still use his equality to take out the Yeti. I just hope he doesn't. We could also go for the Shield Master, but we won't have enough mana ready. That's a difficult choice. We're lacking that single mana. I think for now we should go for the Shield Master. The Yeti is a little bit of a stronger card, just because of that extra attack. And Taunt will at least force him to take care of my Shield Master. Now hopefully he will use his Sunwalker. I'm praying that he uses his Sunwalker. Okay, he's going to use his weapon once again. Okay, I don't think that was the smartest idea. Now he made his Sunwalker vulnerable once again. He did make sure that his Argent Protector would live by using an Alder's Peacekeeper, which changed my minion's attack to 1. But now we can actually play that combo that we were waiting for. Use the equality that we stole with the Mind Vision. Change the health of all the creatures to 1. And then use our Holy Nova to finish off every creature on the field. Now next turn we will be able to deal with most of the stuff that he could summon. Hopefully we draw Mind Control next, but if we don't, we have our Reckless Rocketeer that could deal 5 damage. We have a True Silver Champion that can deal 4 damage twice. But we can also get some card draw and a Yeti on the field. I don't think he was happy about that though. If he hadn't used that Sunwalker would have lived that turn. And I would have still used my Nova to make sure I killed everything else. Okay, so he decided to use his hero power to summon another 1/1 creature and use the Dark Iron Dwarf to buff up the creature. Now I am actually going to use the True Silver Champion here to take out the Dwarf, make sure one of those creatures is dead already. Next I will be using a Gnomish Adventor. I could have gone for the Yeti, but I know he will use his weapon and his Silverhand Recruit to take out my Yeti. So instead I'll go for more card draw, and this way I'm not using my stronger creature, and I will also make sure that I buff it up so he's forced to use both creatures to take it out, and also get some card draw, since Power Word Shield gives +2 health and a card draw. Now I'm really happy with the cards that we did draw. We got our Mind Control so we can deal with one of his strongest creatures, and we have a Holy Nova to deal with mass summons. He did have an Ooze available, which was able to take out my True Silver Champion. I don't know why he didn't play it before, but maybe he already expected that I would steal some of his cards, and that's why he kept the Ooze ready.
Let me think.
Now if he doesn't take out my Inventor this turn, I can take out his Ooze and heal up my Inventor, and then take out his Silverhand Recruit next. Okay. Interesting, he used his equality. He kind of... I don't know if equality was the best play there. I don't know.
For the crusade!
It's not something I would have used. That's for sure. Okay, he goes for another mass summon. He also placed a card on this card, which is called Blessings of Wisdom. When this minion attack, the player who blessed the card draws a card. I think right now it's the best time to use a Holy Nova. Make sure we take out 3 creatures, one of his card draws, and we can still summon a Yeti afterwards. Now he will almost certainly use his Scarlet Crusader to take out my Yeti. We'll see about that though. He could just ignore my Yeti, go straight for my face. But I expect him to have another card ready to deal with the health or the attack of my Yeti, or even give a Divine Shield to a Scarlet Crusader. I'm hoping for the last one, using his Argent Protector to give the Divine Shield, so we at least make sure that we're already done with that card. Okay, so he decides to go for Consecration, which deals 2 damage to all enemies, and then use the Scarlet Crusader to finish off my creature. And then summon a Sword of Justice. This is actually one of the best Paladin cards, what I think personally. Whenever you summon a minion, give it +1 attack and +1 health, and it will lose 1 durability. So what you normally would do is never attack with this card and just keep it there to buff up all your creatures. Even the 1/1 creatures will get quite scary, being 2/2 creatures. We don't have anything to deal with that weapon right now. Hopefully we will get that second ooze soon. But for now we'll just play our ogre and keep ourselves healed. I wonder what he has in his hand. I wish I could just take a peek. Okay. So he decides to go for a Stormwind Champion, which also buffs his other minions with another 1 attack and 1 health, and also gets buffed by the Sword of Justice. Now this is why that card is scary. In combination with a Stormwind Champion, this is insane. Luckily we do have a Mind Control. So we will Mind Control his Stormwind Champion, take that over, make sure his creatures don't get buffed anymore by that. Use our Holy Smite to take one of the creatures out. And make sure we take out the second creature with our ogre. You don't want to keep any creatures on the field of the enemy when it's a paladin, because he could have a Blessings of Kings, Blessing of Might, which could increase the attack of his creatures. Okay, interesting. He decided to silence my Stormwind Champion to make sure my Stormwind Champion didn't buff up my other creatures. Now, he got so freaking lucky there. I cannot believe this. So he used Avenging Wrath, deals 8 damage randomly split among enemy characters. So there were 3 characters that he could have hit. And for some reason, he hit 6 out of the 8 damage against my Stormwind Champion. That's insane. I cannot believe that. That's ridiculous. But it's okay, it's okay. We still have the pressure on the field. He only has 1 card remaining. We need to make sure that we kill everything on the field. So first we'll use our Shadow Word Pain to take out the Owl. Then use my Ogre to finish off the final creature. His weapon did got used, so he doesn't buff up his creatures anymore. I'm going to heal up my Ogre. I made sure that I still had 6 mana remaining to summon my second Ogre. And now it's pretty much game over for the Paladin. He decides to concede. He had no chance. I was able to deal with anything he could potentially summon. So yeah, beaten with a starter deck at Master Rank 3.